everybody, Alkali Lake here, and this is my Hearthstone Behind the Hero series, where I have my friend Nerd Me on as a guest star, and together we talk about lore, which is absolutely our favorite. Today we are talking about Thrall and why we think he is the best hero that Hearthstone could have chosen to represent the Shaman class. Footage for this series was pre-recorded on my Twitch channel, which you can find at twitch.tv/Alkali Lake.
Is there anything in particular we want to cover about each hero before we move through them?
I think what makes them badass and why Hearthstone would have chose them to represent their character class. Okay, let's start here. I know where to start. So Thrall represents Shaman class in Hearthstone. Mm-hmm. And one thing that stood out to me in Rise of the Horde when I read that one was that his father, Duratan, goes into a sacred meeting place with their shaman, with their clan's shaman. I forgot her name. She takes him in there, and the spirits basically sense like a strong shaman from him, right? Mm-hmm. But he's supposed to be the horde. The leader of his clan, so he shouldn't be a shaman. So it doesn't make sense. They had this crazy, crazy sense and feel for shaman on him. But Duratan was never destined to be a shaman. But I remember in the book, the shaman, I keep forgetting her name, but
was it still Drekthar at the time?
Drekthar?
Drekthar, yeah, he was the shaman for the Frostwolf clan.
No, it was the lady.
It was okay. Interesting. I don't remember who that is off the top of my head.
I forgot her name. But basically, their clan's shaman had to make this journey, and she was about to die too. So she has to make this journey to their sacred meeting place.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and so she took him there because she had this vision that he was going to be a great shaman. But so she thought she was wrong, because after she takes him to this place, their ancestors read him or sensed him or whatever, and they're like, well, actually it's not going to be him. But she realized it could be someone maybe his son. So she knew then that the son had so much strength in him, even not being born, that the son was going to be a shaman. How crazy is that?
Yeah, it was Tal Kra, by the way, is the name of that shaman.
Oh, nice. Okay. You can't really put a stronger shaman hero for the shaman class in Hearthstone than somebody who was destined to be one before they were born. Right?
Oh, yeah, and if I'm remembering my timelines right, as far as when games were released, yes, because Hearthstone came out in, 2014, something like that? So in the Cataclysm expansion of World of Warcraft, Thrall was the centerpiece of a lot of the storyline around that, and basically led all of Azeroth into trying to repair the planet after it was heavily damaged by Deathwing.
And he left his position as the leader of the Horde to delve into his shaman responsibilities and choose to do that, which I think is super cool if you want. But basically, I feel like Thrall has one of the best stories. I'm going to go ahead and just say first orc born on Azeroth, no parents, having to figure it all out on his own. He's a slave, basically, in these internment camps, kind of. Mm-hmm. And then becomes the leader of the Horde,
liberates those internment camps.
Yes, liberates the internment camps. It's crazy, you guys.
It is a awesome redemption and noble warrior story that I've always enjoyed. And the person who voices Thrall in all of the games, Chris Metzen, Thrall is his baby, and you can tell he really loves that character, and that's always awesome to see.
It's hard to not love the character.
Yeah.
I guess unless are you pretty diehard Horde, would you say?
Absolutely.
Okay. So I feel like some diehard Horde people have this weird, explain this to me, built-in resentment to Thrall for leaving his position.
It's a little bit of the hashtag not my president kind of thing.
Okay.
It's really what it boils down to a lot of the times. And it's kind of split. So there's a lot of people who don't like Thrall at all because they see him as just Green Jesus. And
Green Jesus, yep.
It's not interesting to them. When others are like, Thrall was a really good leader of the Horde and just wanted the best he could get for the orcs and Tauren and trolls especially. And then Garrosh gets appointed as war chief, and things kind of just go south from there. Like, everything just gets worse after that.
Now, Thrall's intentions were good.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean,
and at first, the Horde was united behind Garrosh, which I think
yes.
is probably a good transition if we wanted to talk about Garrosh.
Okay.
But the Horde was united because he was a Hellscream, son of Grom Hellscream,
yes.
who liberated the orcs from their blood curse. So.
Well, but also started the blood curse.
Well, yes, there's that.
So, I mean, yeah.
Interesting note about Thrall's shamanistic powers is he was actually without them for a while after killing Garrosh.
Wait, say that again?
He was without his shaman powers for a while after killing Garrosh.
I do not know this.
Yeah,
I'm not that far.
Yeah, it's in the Warlords of Draenor storyline expansion for Warcraft, and he challenged Garrosh to combat, hand to hand to the death kind of thing, and then used his shaman powers and kind of quote unquote cheated. And the elements were not thrilled with him.
Next, did he kill Garrosh in the main timeline or in the other timeline?
Well, he killed the main timeline's Garrosh.
Okay, that's another thing, you guys, is there's like a whole other timeline, which is freaking stupid. I hate that they do that. I hate it when they do it in comic books. I was pissed when they did it in the lore. I was like, come on, you guys. Which one of you is reading like Spider-Man or something? Which one of you fell asleep with your Spider-Man comic on your chest at night and then decided to write the next expansion? Come on.
With an episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation on repeat while they were asleep.
So Xenon says, talk about Thrall and Jaina's friendship. Okay, that's that's really good because I mean the short version is and Nerdmeat can further this, but Jaina in the beginning. Prior to Theramore and all that, was very much for peace and believing that there could be peace between the humans and the orcs and the Alliance and the Horde.
For that.
Yes, and he also prevented her too from destroying Orgrimmar, right?
Yeah, that
was it. Orgrimmar? Was that the name of the city?
Yeah, that's the orc capital.
Yes, the orc capital. So she was full on going to destroy that, you guys. But that's we can talk about that when we get to Jaina. It's all intermixed, right?
So why is he Thrall Daddy to you? That's what I want to know.
He's just like, I mean, for me, it goes way back to the first book I ever read was Rise of the Horde, and with oh shoot, why am I forgetting his dad's name? You're gonna have to help me with names. Durotan and Draka, right? And their story and how that all began, and his dad was the leader of the Frostwolf clan, and which was like the best clan, right? In my opinion. And then he's their baby, so he's not really baby daddy because baby daddy would be like Durotan, but.
Well, he is baby daddy now.
Well, he has a son now. His son's name starts with like a G or something.
Yeah, I don't remember off the top of my head. Let's see.
I forget.
I've got my wiki pulled up.
He is a baby daddy, you guys. He does have a bebe. And he's like an old dad, too.
His son's name is Durak.
Durak, okay. So, Thrall's story's great. I don't know. One thing I don't know, you can fill me in on this. Was he actually born in the New World? Like in the movie? So he was. He's the first baby born. First orc baby.
That's unclear in the actual lore. But he was born on Azeroth, and was never knew his parents and was enslaved right away, basically.
Yes.
He was in fact born on Azeroth.
Mac Hills, thank you for the follow. I don't know how anybody else would have had time to have a baby though.
Well, that's a good point, and I don't actually remember because Thrall's what is that, Clash of Clans? No.
Oh, no, I don't know. See, I don't know what the titles are in Warcraft the game. Like, how they relate to Warcraft the game.
I was thinking the books, but I can't remember which one is Thrall's story. But that one in particular starts like when he's a baby.
He is the first. I'm pretty sure he's the first orc born on Azeroth.
Yeah, and I would believe that as well.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like content like this, make sure to hit subscribe and leave any questions you might have in the comments. Make sure to also hit that like button and follow me on Twitch if you'd like to see me record content like this live in the future.